Today I'm going to show you how to do a very beautiful intro using Keynote in Apple or iMac. Keynote in iMac. So Keynote basically is the iMac alternative to Apple's Windows's PowerPoint. So PowerPoint in Windows is similar to Keynote in iMac. It's for presentations, but it's also a very powerful tool for creating videos, very beautiful amateur videos, even professional videos. And when it comes to intros and adverts, a lot of times people use this program for it, and it's really cool. So I'm going to show you how I created this particular OCT. I'm going to show you the approach to creating it, but not necessarily recreating this approach to creating this particular video that I'm going to show you now, which was I made for a client, and I got quite a really good pay for it.
This is Open Church TV, bringing you church wherever you are.
Okay, so I prefer using Keynote to create a video like this because I like its transitions. It's much better than the one we have in PowerPoint. Even the PowerPoint can also be used to create similar intros. All right, so you open your Keynote program, then you now organize your information. So whatever information you want to use, you drag it to the page you're going to work on. So here I have this text already prepared. Yeah, so just a sample text we could use. You could size it anyhow you want it, as to how you want it to appear on the screen. And then what I'm going to do now is I am going to drag in here a couple of images that I'll be using as well. So this image can come in there, and that image can come in here. So let's say this is the total information I'm going to use to create my presentation. So what do I want to do with this image? What do I want to do with that? What do I want to do with this text? And what do I want to do with that text? That's what the whole intro is about. Intro is always just about introducing something. That's what it means. Introducing your video, introducing your channel, introducing the program you want to do, and that is what it is. So you have this one, and what do I want to do with this? Probably I want this to be a video that comes in, an image that comes in later on along the line. This one should be something that introduces my whole thing. In the way, anyhow, you have to organize it, and you use that to create a beautiful intro for yourself. All right, so let's get started. Once you have your information on your page, it now be imaginative, but that's up to you. We're just going to show you the basic things you need to do. So after having information, the next thing you need to think about is your animation. So you go up here, you see this red sign there, you click on it, you have animation, you have the building animation, you have the action, and you have the build out. So building means how do you want this particular information you selected to enter the page, and the action is when it comes on there, how do you want to emphasize it, and the build out is if you want it to exit after it's come in, how do you want it to go out. So let's start with this one. This video is really cool. Then I'm going to build in. So how do I want it to come in? You have all these options as to how you want it to come in. My favorite one, we have the twist and scale. It's really cool. I like that one. You see, I give you the option of how to customize it. Comes in clockwise, anti-clockwise, all at once, by letter, by text, anyhow you want to do it. I'm going to change it again. So just go to give us various options to look at. So twist and scale is one option that we could use. Typewriter, if you want to come in, being typed out, that's another one there. If you want an iris in, that's another one there to use. So various options that you have. Drift and scale is another easy, cool one. If you're the very conservative one, you just want to use dissolve, and it just appears simple. Yeah, but I think when it comes to intros, drama is the whole thing. You want to do a bit dramatic, and so squish is one of my very favorite ones. So I think I will go with squish here. Yep, I love that one. So squish comes in and to introduce the video. So this way, I'm grabbing attention to the title of the video. This video is really cool. So that's the title of the intro. that will capture your attention. The right after that, what do I want them to see? Maybe I want them to see this image. Or maybe I just still want to add a bit of emphasis. You see the scratch, you can, various things you can do about it. You change various aspects of it, whether it's moving forward or backwards or sideways or whatever it is, or you want it to be a random movement. Then how it comes in, if it is in various, if it's a long text that you're presenting. Then also action. Action is when you are emphasizing. Once it's in there, do you want it to be further emphasized? Yep. Or pop? Yep. Or jiggle. But in this case, I'm not going to use any of these because I think it came in quite dramatic enough. So we are not really going to use any of these. So I just select none. But I could do a build out. So in build out, what do I do? It's similar to the built-in effects, but there are some really nice ones that I like, and diffuse is one of such. All right, so we have crumble. I mean, Apple have really, really, really nice effects. That's that's really cool as well. Burn it away, nice one. So you have all these really nice ones that you can use as a way of emphasizing your intros. Okay, so I think I am going to go with where are you again? Not trace, not shimmer. I think I'll use either crumble or diffuse. I'll go with diffuse. I do like diffuse, so I'll go with diffuse. All right, so that is how it's going to be. It's going to come in like that and it's going to diffuse out. All right, and once it diffuses out, what happens? I want this one to now come in. And how do I want it to come in? So I go to build in, then I choose how I want it to appear. Drift and scale, let's see that, because I want it to build up a bit. That's it. Cool. So drift and scale could do for me, but there are various ones. If you want something really dramatic, anvil is also not bad. Then you can use it, or simply scale big. Then so we have various options that you can look at. Let's just do scale. So scale comes in, and I want it slightly bigger than that, so I may have it sitting in there somehow there. Then I'm going to have this one also come in somewhere. So whatever story is also meant to say, it also will appear and say what they have to say. So this may appear somewhere down here, and then is built in will be what would I like it to be? Shimmer. Let's see about shimmer. That's okay enough, but not fully there for me. Not sparkle either. Swoosh. Not really. Pop, not really. Flip, not really. So you see, you have all these options that you can look at. I like the blinds, so I'm gonna go with the blinds for it to come in there. Then I'm going to have this one as my next thing I want to put there, and I may want this one to be just next to this one. So I'm going to squeeze it up to similar size, let it fall in. The design is also part of the work, so just make it look as neat as possible. So this one's also there. Then what do? I need to have it in there. I go to build in. It's a text, so you're going to have much more options than the other ones. Let's look at bouncy. Wow, that's quite dramatic. Yeah, I'll stick with that for now. So it comes in there. I know you like this video, so share and subscribe. Beautiful. You can customize it. Where is it coming from? Coming from left, coming from right, coming from random. Let's look at random. If you do random and we preview, yep, coming from both sides, not bad. Then you can choose how it comes in by paragraph, that is one after the other, or the whole thing, either way. Then the duration, how long should it use to come in? 2 seconds, 1 second, 5 seconds. It's up to you. I think I like the one that I have now. So that's okay. Then you go to action if you want it to be emphasized once it comes in. I don't think so, because it's coming in is dramatic enough. So I don't need any further emphasis. Then do I want it to build out? I don't think so. So I'm going to keep it. I don't want it to go out. I want it to stay. I want you to read that and know that I want you to subscribe. So yeah, it should stay there. So basically, I do this and I have my information organized, assuming this is what I want to present. All right, then that will be that. So now, once I have this, I will want to play the whole thing and see what I have. So I go to the play button here. Then as I keep clicking, it's going to show me what I have. Cool. All right, so now I'm quite okay with that. Then I'm going to now move on to the next important thing, which is the build order button right down here. So at the right lower bottom corner here, you're going to see this build order. It's the next thing you want to do. You click the build order. Then you're now going to ensure that this is not on click, that they are all on either, after, or with. So the first one, which is the video I first did, I want it to be, you can use this to reorganize it if you want any of them to come first or last. You can reorganize it anyhow, and that is that. But I want this video to become first, so that one is there, the squish. And the diffuse, I want it to be the last thing that happens, so that should come here. So the same video, it comes, the same text comes at the top, then it goes down. And that one, I don't want to come on click, it should come after transition, because it has to be automatic. Then this one must also come with build one, or no, rather after build one. So build one comes in, the build one is this one, the top one here, and once that goes, this one follows. Then the next image also comes after build 2, not on click. Then I want the text to come with build 2, just a different, just for you to see how it works, with build 3, sorry. So for you to see how the with and the after works. So the with means that whilst these images coming in, that is also coming in a kind of a dramatic mixed up fashion. Then after all of that, I want the top text to vanish. And then so that will now come in after build 4. So with this done, and now it will play by itself without me having to keep clicking. And so let's preview and see. Yep. Then that will come in, then that will come in, then the diffuse will go, and that is that. So with that, you have your what you call it done. So one of it didn't work well. I intended this one here to come with that, but as you can see, it didn't come with, and I checked it's because it's after. So I'm going to choose the with again. I don't know why it didn't obey my simple instruction. So now that it's obeyed it, let's go and play again. So this video is really cool. That's the title of my intro. You see now they come together. I like it that way. Then that is diffused and it's done. It's very simple, 5-second intro. It's all done just to introduce your channel or your video, anything you want to do. And that's how it is. And you can customize this anyhow. Obviously, you can do picture editing if you want to crop, if you want to do anything you want to do, because it's a picture. Once you select it, you know, you're going to have the options to edit it. Also, if you come to the format, it gives you options to edit your image, arrange it, anything at all you want to do, a lot of features you want to do with it. You can. The same way you can choose your preference in text, what do you call it, editings and all that. So once you have all your colors and everything set up and how you want it to look, you go ahead with it and you present it as you want it. If you want to add media, audio or anything, you can equally do so by either dragging it, or you go to music, it will open up for you your music you have on your system, or simply go to your file and drag it in and it's part of it. And you can also show when it should start playing, because it will be part of your orders in the animation. So you can choose it to play at a point, or if you don't give it any order, it will start playing straight away when this also start playing. You can input in video already done as part of this video, and it will show in there and be playing. You can input audio, you can input pictures, you can input a lot of stuff that you have already in there. And that is how you create a very simple video. Once this is done, the next thing you want to do is now go to your file, the Keynote file here, then you're going to export, and I'm going to export as a QuickTime movie. Then once you have it there, you can change your format. I normally work in 1080p, so I'll change it to 1080p. You can change your format, and as you go through the various options, it tells you how best to use it. So this one works best for playing movies on all devices. This works best for small devices, iPad, iPhone, iPod, and this one works best for playing movies on iPad with Retina display and Apple TV. And this one is for playing movies on all devices. So anywhere you go, it can fit in quite perfectly well. So you just choose which one you want to work with. Then you now move on to next. Then you save it. So what am I going to do? I'll save this intro. And you choose the folder where you want to save it to. You click export. It doesn't take long to save. It depends on how much information you put there. But no matter how much information you put there, it never takes more than a minute to save. And once that is done, you can now go to your folder where you saved it and play it and see. So here is it, intro. And you can see that it is a video file. If I double click it, it will attempt open. Sometimes, for some reason, I think there's a setting on my computer that for some reason always saves this video not as a .mov video but as something else. All right. I think it's something I've done wrong with my settings, which I have to check and see, but that is not a problem. All I need to do is to just go to get info. When I go to get info, you see it says intros.m4v, which is not what I want. I want .mov, and I have the right to change it, or the permission to change it, because it's my own thing. And once I change it, it's no longer going to open with this Mocha AE any longer. It's rather open with QuickTime Player, because it's .mov. And then that is that. So once I do that, it should open well. But it shouldn't be happening on your system. I think I have done something wrong with my system when I installed that Mocha file, and that is affecting it. So I just have to correct it with time. But then I'm okay with it. So once you do that, it asks you, do you want to change it to .mov? Say yes, I want .mov. Then it changes to .mov for you. So now it is a file that you can easily play. And as you can see, it is playing that small window there. You can open it up big and play it as well. And that is it. You have your file. So now you can use it as your intro for any program. And it is a full movie. Yeah, it is a full movie. There it is. You click play. And there you are. You've created a very beautiful, well animated intro. All right. You don't need any other third-party software to create great intros. Then off you go. Obviously, if you added a voiceover to it, then you have it. If you added what do you call it, the music over, you have it. To add a very decent voiceover, I have a video on voiceovers. You want to watch it, you don't need a third party to create a voiceover. Apple have an inbuilt voiceover program, which is really beautiful and very easy to use. You want to use that, and you are fine. Just to give you an idea of how that works, let's say if I click this one, I'll get to play for you right now. Listen.
I know you like this video, so share and subscribe.
Cool. So watch the video on voiceovers and you see how that one works. So guys, thanks for watching. And indeed, if you like the video, share and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again.